Hi, Juliet. It's your daddy again. I think I'm up to, I can only find letters now starting in June of 2017. I think I've got a few missing. I've got two letters in June of 2017. There's also a lot of other things that start happening that month. Number one, I had found out that you were missing school because your condition of anxiety had gotten a lot worse. This is what started the whole thing when I knew that there was something wrong, and I wanted your mom to see a doctor and get some medicine for it. And instead, she took me to court, and the courts would not recognize the fact that had a lot of anxiety and anything, and nobody did anything for you all that time until you started not being able to go to school. And then I think your mother finally realized that I was right and that you had this anxiety disorder. The other thing that happened is that I called the family court, and I said, "What's going to happen in October? When it's over with, do I have to go back to court or something?" They said, "No, you just, I said, "Well, what about the letters that I write my daughter every week, and the fact that I have to call my ex-wife every week, your mother, to report?" And they said, "You don't have to do that. That was something the judge allowed you to do. That was very nice of him to allow you to have any contact. Probably means he didn't think there was anything. It was very serious. But there's nothing in here at all that says that you're required to do that." So I wrote all this. I've been writing these letters now for 9 months up to this point, and I wasn't required to, but I had to, and I was hoping you wrote them back. And then your mother told me we weren't getting the letters, and because I called the school because your anxiety was so bad that you were missing classes. Okay, so I continued to write the letters up until September, and then I was mailing them to your house. Maybe your mother keeps them somewhere in case she has to go back to court and show them or something. I don't know, but I should have printed a hard copy for all of mine. Letter. Nobody writes letters anymore anyway, not to your generation. I'll read you the one on the June 8th, and then so these won't get too long. I had to go back and count letters, and I don't remember. Whatever, I'll skip that. I said all the letters will be saved, but actually I did lose a few of them. There are many ways for you to find them. At least there's enough letters for you to. They all essentially say that I love you and I miss you anyway. So anyway, if they're not personally given to you, they will be by somebody else, and it's in my will now. That's one other thing I did in June of 2017 is I made a will, so that not only would so there'd be somebody that would take care of my things, and somebody would take care of all my possessions, and but somebody also will make sure that you get these letters if you haven't seen them on YouTube already. Now, the lesson for this week is about your power and your freedom. It's hard to impress upon a teenager, but you will be a teenager no longer. Some people are popular, some people are good looking, some people are great athletes, and most of us certainly cannot have these qualities. These are indeed powerful, but they fade with time. The one thing that never fades is knowledge. Knowledge will be the most powerful tools, if not the most important tool you can have, and it will never fade. In fact, you can if you learn the right habits, it only will increase. I have learned these, and they have been a great advantage to me all my life. Number one is always read, and read the right books. You will never be able to read all the great books, so sooner you get to it, the better. It'll increase your vocabulary and your ability to think for yourself. You just can't beat it. There's nothing better that you can do with your spare time than read. Up to this time, adults, me, your mom, or the school teachers have been telling you what you need to know. But by college, you certainly should be questioning everything and ask why. A phrase that is impressed upon me is that the best students don't learn because of their teachers, but in spite of them. No one is going to know everything, but pick a specialty, something you love, be an expert at that. Just that, get a job doing it, because if you get paid for what you love to do, you will never work a day in your life. That's how I felt as an audio engineer and as a teacher. This was the most powerful thing ever taught to me. It really was. It worked for me. I loved audio. I loved teaching. I only have a very small experience with dead-end jobs that people hate and pay them very little money. And that's why doing good in school is so important too. It's the door to your future. Now, I was going to talk about IQ and how the highest IQ ever recorded in the world is by a long shot is by this woman, Marlon Vos-Savant. And she figured out this very difficult problem that even other geniuses couldn't figure out. And she's a woman, so it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. The smartest woman in the world person in the world is a woman. Highest IQ by a long shot. And so remember that. There's nothing to stop you. Not that you're a woman, not that you're young, you're old, ever. I thought you should hear it. The next greatest person in the world could be you. There's no reason why not. I love you always. I hope I see you again. And you're always with me no matter what. Love, Daddy.